At the very least, your utility should be deployed before you go down. Joel, of course, a player who can be very explosive, like I mentioned before, but Holzek and Lekro are the ones taking point for now. Lekro goes back for more, and as good as he is with the pistols, it is Heap to find the second. It's 3-on-5. Galaxy Racer with the double P250 don't have much armor, but at the bright side, they do at least have the firepower and the range to deal with. Doppler good for one, looks for more. Is Joel to do the same? Deson in the meanwhile trying to come over from long. As Joel fights from short, trying to get something done. Dignitas are defusing the bomb. They should be able to get this sorted easily. Deson's flank was just a little bit late.
Rules for him.
Now that he's been smoked off, the player comes down. Blessing goes taking down, and Trozy dinked up as well. Now they lead forward. Trozy's got another though, and Heap will find one. This is going to be just a cleanup. Seconds. Deson would have to be a miracle. Indeed, he will almost get Forest, but
the timing just right, so they play instead for the retake. And Galaxy Racers, they take the site, a 5-on-5, but they're fast here on Dignitas. and Forest and Freiburg have mowed them down. Cholsey trying to get a handle on the situation. Getting a second kill is good, but the AWP-on-AWP action. Joel now left to clutch a 1-on-3, that bomb planted for him.
Joel looking for any opportunity to find a single player. That's all he wants. And that changes everything, but Lekro from behind. That's why you need to find the first kill. Just because they know. And the flank potential is there. You need to be able to turn around up towards long, but he's trying to play inside a smoke. They think he might be in blue container. And as he starts to peek out, the flashbang assist, but Heap is in the back lines to help him keep the second man on A alive.
Something I highlighted the last time we saw Dust 2 as well, just being able to pull the trigger on that lurking play. Ooh, what was that thought? Freiburg, dead. Okay, Dezen, what a peek. Crouching into the angle, Freiburg's gone, so a bit of aggression over towards two sides of the map simultaneously. Just having a secondary player that's allowed to cover for that when you run out of ammo. Forrest, oh my goodness, Forrest has lined them up!
Very surprising to see Dust 2 panning out this poorly for them so far. It is not quite early days anymore. Holzerk to find one. Switches out with his teammate, the rifle to lead forward. Holzerk to assist.
A fair amount. Not as if it's going to be a complete pushover matchup, but it's just expecting more of a stronger showing here from the Racers. Oh, miss on the flick as well. That cannot be happening when you're thinking about making this one work. It's a clean round here in the 8th. We've had...
Will mean they can't really do much. They're using a lot of utility all across the map, and we still don't know where they're going. And you have to start asking yourself, do Galaxy Racers know where they're going? Deson dies towards B, and that should be a call for them to start moving over towards the other bomb site. But that's where Holzek's already keeping an eye out on short.
Only 2 flashes here on the CT side, though. They've used up a lot as well. They contest, they spot the drop. They spot the bomb, and now Galaxy Racers, they need to move. One needs to go and recover, so this is going to be a bit staggered here on the approach. Plessen, first kill in, and they're dropping in towards spawn. Plessen's doubled up. Force able to trade things back. Heap getting a handle on the bomb site, though, so Joel, another 1v3. This time he delivers the first.
Bomb's being planted, and that gives a little bit of space for Forrest to move around if he'd like to. Still, he's just waiting for Freiburg to come around and make the big play from long. Joel is watching for it, though, and as Forrest starts to move forward, this timing is perfect from him. Whoa! Forrest!
I mean, that's just how the game's kind of been going, hasn't it?
That's just... but Molotov actually fails as it goes all the way off the box onto the sidelines. Holzer, waiting for the peek, will get the headshot. Joel has been crushed, dominated. Chozzy finds still to be really disturbed. Freiburg's got a nade. He's playing in from a very important position, but he just gets a kill without it. Now nade goes forward. Huge damage onto Doppler. Holzer's now going to be pushing out as well. A flashbang to secure there. Sent forward. Deson to fall. Doppler to follow. 11th round on the board for Digby.
I think that was Heap that threw the smoke from short. That was so smartly played there from Dignitas.
Once again, completely ignoring middle, and this time maybe Galaxy Racer are able to exploit it. They move past the smoke, but Lekro is good for one. Chozzy, sure, he gets a trade, but they're pushing in. It's going to be Freiburg leading the charge inside the smoke. He's been tagged, even manages to get back though, and a Molotov from the CTs will keep them at bay. Still, contest to come through. Chozzy all the way up window, and he will find one more. It's 2 so far for the young star. As now inside the smoke lies Freiburg in white. Flashbang in Chozzy's hand, caught out, and a flashbang actually works out against his teammate perhaps. AK now picked up from Freiburg, waiting for the CTs to come around and help him. Just hoping to delay for a little while longer. A retake on the B-bomb. Shot is missed. The Molotov's on him. The Molotov's on him. He does have some space to back off at the very least, but nades are all now coming through. Doplin's got one more. Heap is left alone, and as he's peeking forward, Doplin will assist them.
Lekr0 is full blind, but they didn't swing into him, so he's able to hold on to this control. Counter flash is in, and now he can peek with it. Good flash, good kill, and now they try and deal with Pleasant. A 1-for-1 is good for Vi, and now
30 seconds left. They jump up onto the platform. He sees a player, will be forcing him off of it. Conflict in time. Dezon is tagged, sure, but Forrest is just running, gunning with the M4A1, and as good as it may be in your hands, Forrest, I think there's some things maybe even you can't get to work. Still, an AWP in the hands of Joel as he's keeping an eye out for the CTs, but they're going to walk right into him. They will not find the kill. Joel at least keeps the tunnel safe and secure. Flashbang goes forward. Dezon around the corner, waiting for the push to come in from the CT side. And with an AWP, retaking seems to be impossible. Forrest alone versus 2. Can he get this done? He knows where at least one player is, but Dezon will...
Long peek. So they're giving it over to him for now. Holzerk's like, okay, fine, man. And Lekr0 sees success, so that can make its way over to Holzerk's hands. Yes. Oh.
Pleasant, ooh, through this far away. Smoke comes out towards mid to B, if I'm not wrong. Even CT. Dezon gets one kill, and Lekr0 is still on the AWP. Just can't find the gap in the smoke to try and exploit as much as he may be searching for it. Heap, meanwhile, has been led on a merry goose chase. On the bomb side itself, that makes sense too. But now comes Pleasant in the back line, trying to move in. He's right behind them. This is going to be a clean-up. Pleasant with 2 quick kills and Forrest alone. A 1v3, an undoable situation, and Pleasant through the smoke will trade.
Aggressive over towards B, and he spots it.
I think he can't really find the kill too easily with just a Glock. Though will, however, as I say that, get the double dink. And now over they go towards the A-bomb side. Jumping down and playing from CT ramp. Instead, they've cornered down Chosy. They've found and brought Disco Doplin to his knees. Forrest will find another. And this is going to be an untouched and unfazed round. Pleasant alone, 1 versus 5. Will be found. Will be brought down. Heap, it's going to be so troubling. Because you're going to see Galaxy Racer most likely throwing bodies at them, and right if you are Joel, and that is something he's already started to do. So maybe Lekr0 can find one. Forrest already connecting on the few kills with the slug. This would be huge, but now they're starting to come through. Joel flash up, Molotov at his feet is going to be brought down. Holzek, what a kill to have, and sure he gets damage, and Dezon will get a kill, but the damage is all they really needed. Now Lekr0 alone against Chosy potentially. If Chosy falls, Michael, I feel like it's game over for Galaxy Racer.
B-site aggression is coming through. You can see how fast Galaxy Racer were on those initial rotations. They were sort of in a 2-1-2, but as soon as they saw... You're probably licking your lips like, oh, that's an easy one. It's a freebie. Okay.
Speaking of freebies.
Still able to get in. So a 3-on-5 that they'll play from a post plant. Goldie trying to deploy the Molotov, but that's where Lekr0 will strike. The Molotov lands and Heat burns alive. So it still hits the mark, but it is going to be a tough post plant to play out here for Dignitas. They need to find a couple picks and they want to make this one work, and Lekr0's the one to do it.
Doesn't have the follow-up when Holzek left alone, flashed up, will not choose to fire out. Now he will, goes for another one. The flick not quite on point, and Pleasant will punish. 3 kills on him. And like you said before, it seems to have been Pleasant's turnaround that has found them the few rounds that they have had so far, and this round will be no different. A kit being brought slightly closer. Partners over at Betway Doof was encouraged responsible betting. Oh, Freiburg players, but they've already all moved past, and like you said, it's all too late. Doplin cornered in, fighting back, gets one, Chosy makes it 2, and Forrest is looking for more, but it's Heap to really trade away. A 2-on-2. So aggressive from Holzer, because he just doesn't seem to have enough time to it. They just don't have tools in his inventory, and as he turns around, Heap will find the timing.
Now Galaxy Racer, can you answer back? It is a scrappy buy, and Joel is gone. It's only a scalp, so it's not the biggest of the weapons that they invested into this round. They still have a FAMAS and M4 to work around. And hey, here's Chosy. Headshot in, but traded right back.
Will instead cheat all the way over towards that B-bomb site. Meanwhile, Pleasant goes down. That should be the... to push through, but he's forced it into it anyhow. And AK on the other side will catch him out. Forrest to get the kill, and that's the game over. Forrest, there's only one more player to deal with. Doppler to get 4 would be an impossible feat.
I mean, the bomb's got to go, so it's going over to
he will not win the duel. Forrest.
Flash there for Freiburg. Bless him with the kit smoke. And already an early kill, so Freiburg's got no utility, and there's the fast play towards A, and so far so good for Galaxy Racer, coming out ahead in the trades, but Holzerk has finally answered back, so still a 2-on-2, down towards the B bomb site. This can get planted, and now they have some post-plants to sit in too.
No kit on the CT side, so as they start to move forward, they need the frags quick. Disco Doppler realizes where man is, but the tag and bag Lecro, as always. Just a menace with the pistols, and Doppler in the meanwhile is trying to circle around from the side to see where Holzerk is. If he could get a sight line and get a frag, then he knows that it would have worked out in his favor, but as he turns around, the door will not be open for a little while longer. Doppler still gets it very crisp. Very nice, and Lecro will now start to move forward. Sure, it's not planted for him, but there just isn't the time as he doesn't have it.
In the best case scenario for them. Oh, but that is substantial. The double nade bears 2.
That's massive, and now the T side have to suddenly hesitate a little bit more, perhaps. The double nade, like you mentioned, might have just ruined some dinner plans that Dig had. However, Lecro still found himself a snack, and that's Blessin, who he's gobbled right up. Looks for more, and Dezon will be dessert. And Lecro, well, he's a greedy fella, but he may have bitten off more than he can chew. Doppler will fall, Nade will get the kill onto Joel, and Freiburg will be the next casualty. Forrest all on his lonesome, 1 versus 2. Doppler to contend with, who's got the deagle, and as he comes around the corner, Doppler will take him down, and the Disco Daddy himself will help them find the first. That is a big nade coming out from Blessin to find this, well, double nade technically, but even so, Blessin's the one who gets the kills, so he's the one who wins the game. There's a lot it can do in a very specific circumstances, but the limitation is also still clear. Doppler now waits for them to come around the corner, gets 1, will make it 2, looks for 3, and although damage is good, the capitalized
teams and Dignitas Vi are creeping in. Dezon is primed on the angle, though.
Oh, big kill to find from Dezon over here. He reconvenes with his teammate, and that might actually give up what they were going for. Blessin still up on the heaven, will be scouting out, can't be brought down initially again. Holzerk's off will finally frag, and so will he. He's isolated the heaven player away from the bomb site. Molotov is going to be very late. Holzerk is forced into a corner where he finds a kill. Now a 1 time running low.
Is he really going for it like
coming
this?
out. Is this the ninja? He's going for it. Will not find it, even if for a second there they started to wonder. He will at the very least find. Next round might be an anti-ego, so I'll save this point for then. I'll bring that up later on. Blessin, meanwhile, though, will also be brought up later in the next round, as he has actually just died over here. No real ability to find a kill when he's just being shot down through the smokes, and with a lot of outside control being gained, Joel will be the next casualty.
Hope for the mental reset. We'll see if Cholsey and his compatriot can get something done. Forrest, another kill, down to 6 HP. Disco has the angle on the AWP. And yeah, they're just going to save. There's really no way they can contest this. Disco Doppler gets 1 on the exit, but Dignitas Vi should be able to get this plant in swiftly towards the A site. And unless Dignitas Vi hunt, there's no real reason for the Racers to be tempted into this one. Lecro didn't.
Now, though, a 2 versus 4 where Galaxy Racers, like we said before, are just going to be but they might actually be discovered as Holzer comes through. We'll find the AWP as well. It has to, doesn't it? And as the CT utility is running out, Lecro spotted out the player outside, will not be able to find the kill. It's Dezon instead to come out on.
Lent into the rhyme a little too heavy.
Perhaps. Dig, though, will lose another player. That's Freiburg to fall. And it's more casualties, perhaps, to come through, but the CT side has still stayed away from them. Joel will get another one. Holzerk now goes down. The round is shaping up perfectly so far for Galaxy Racer. Dig, it brought out a 2v4, a 1v5, perhaps, a difference for it.
If there's ever a game where things could go wrong for the Galaxy Racers, this would be it, I do believe. Deep gets nothing for his troubles. Well,
I would love to see a little bit of aggression now from Ramp as well. Now, this time it looks like Joel might be going for that.
Making its way into the heavens. It will bypass this player down lower in Joel, but a player around the corner that is still subjected to a kill. So Lekro is gone. The Molotov is great here from Joel as well. He'll force them forward. Dezen to fall, but Freiburg with a double entry. So the A bomb site rather taken. Cholsey trying to delay even further. Time ticking down low. That Molotov may just hit the mark, but it won't get them off of that plant. And so Freiburg burns for his troubles.
Cholsey now trying to play from Hut is moving through. Knows where Forrest is. Forrest to fall. Holzer to defend all alone. Scope forward. Knows where they are. A second flashbang should be giving him some space.
Defensive round for Dignitas Vi, but one they win out nonetheless. Lekro around these smokes has navigated around the players here on outside. So Dezen is compromised. Joel able to respond, but that is more impact than Lekro should have been able to accomplish. That disrupts what the setup here is for Galaxy Racer. Cholsey still sitting inside the smoke though. The timing of this is great.
And he might be the crucial factor, but he's being tagged up and brought down. Freiburg just chases him away. Inside, through the wall. Pleasant awareness is important though. Holzer to be taken down, leaves Forrest and Freiburg to try and ace. Forrest tagged up through the wall, but Freiburg's the one who helps him get the kill regardless. Flashbang missed and it goes awry. Freiburg still fighting away. I thought maybe the AK's Fryer might have been doing that. Okay. I mean, we were just on Lekro, but all right.
Big fight for Disco Doppler to win, though. Equalizing the affair. Keeps lobby control here on the Galaxy Racer side. You say Joel rotate down, but Joel has died. We're still concerned about lobby because there was a lurk coming, and
this is worrying. It was also worrying 3 rounds ago, but it's more worrying now.
Oh yeah, it's been. I think it's been a worry for a while.
Yeah, it's been a worry for a while now. No fairs, you're right. Dig are really looking like they'd like a date with Havu in the finals. I'll just put it that way. And Havu, I mean, you know, good looking chaps over there. They didn't even realize Cholsey was coming from here, from behind them. Now though, Cholsey knows exactly what's going on. The smoke will go on to them. Dezon only good for one. Forrest and Freiburg just dominate the bomb site. And Pleasant isn't even sure whether he wants to go forward or not. The 11th round team's guaranteed for Dignitas at this point. I don't know what's going on over here at all, actually. They had to be saving, right?
Yeah.
Droplet might be able to find turns away.
And gonna die. Oh, never mind. He's good.
No.
Never mind. He's counted him out, but Freiburg dies to the bomb, so Pleasant gets away. Almost nades him. And, well, it didn't end up being that Galaxy Racer pushed into them. Still able to get the frags. Heap. Oh my goodness, he can line up too, just like that. Able to get into the site. So Auto comes in on the...
30 seconds on the clock. Cholsey's revealed himself. He'll be brought down sooner rather than later. And Doppler, who's completely blinded out, was creeping in, not even finishing off what he started. Joel.
Come on, man. Just wanted to use the auto sniper, didn't he?
Yeah. And look, he got to use...
If they're in the front door.
I don't know if they're out of the back yet.
Waiting for the finals.
Yeah.
Could lead to a very large discrepancy between the two teams. Pleasant, nothing done. All the entries coming up. Dignitas Vi and Dezen's on the fast flank, but they read into it. The Molotov is late, though. Dezen getting 2, so this is still contestable.
Really aware of the possibility. Or is he? Bomb still not being planted. They're waiting for a kill. And
Well, this is not how this is supposed to go. Forrest the first, Holzer the second. They're getting these kills on the entry. Pleasant finds one, but they deal with Forrest in the flank. Pleasant trying his best, but now it is only Joel. And nothing for it. Given so many chances to converge on bomb sites, hell, they took it with both hands. So now it's a rush on through. Freiburg, Forrest, they combined for 2, but their trades, Cholsey, blindsided, still equal numbers. Now Holzer can Heap, looking to put a lid on this one. That bomb drop keeps found one. Disco with the long-range MAC-10, suddenly a 1v1.
Well, maybe they can at least find some solace towards the end of things, but Grenade goes forward, Disco just reveals himself, and that will at least find them another round.
Oh, baby.
Well, let's see whether he can make anything work with it. Definitely on the right angle for it, but unfortunately not quite the right side. Forest will not be able to line them up, even if it looked like the line had been drawn. Dignitas Vi are going to end up in a retake situation in a 3v5 where they'd rather not contest for it. So, a save actually coming out. So, well, for a second there, looked like Forest would have been able to get both those frags, but Galaxy Race a good entry coming out, even if Lekro in the back line.
I mean, if every round could look like this here for them on this T side, then we would certainly be in for an overtime, but we are still risky.
That Molotov looks like it's spilled outside as well, but as he moves forward, Dezon's good for 2. And the default of Galaxy Races has so far paid dividends. Freiburg is coming in from the back lines, is also caught off. They're not leaving anywhere to leak. And Lekro now just lies in right. Very similar to when he had his knife up, but one is slightly different than the other. And I will leave you to decide which one it is, given the fact that he just dies over here.
The knife is definitely more successful. They are going to try and get this out of his hands. They'll likely throw a couple bodies at him. And on the open, flashed up, not going to get away with 2. There was a nade thrown in towards the door.
Fair enough. He smoked off, but he re-peeked in. What a kill from him. On his side is actually Freiburg. Also, rather. They have a double off right there. A leg shot as well found, while Forrest is finding the headshots. And even more to come true. It took them a few hiccups, but it's still